Return with me now to those thrilling days of yesteryear. This is a memoir. There's a little of Thornton Wilder's Our Town in this memoir. It's called Looking Back. My name is Michael. I was born in 1941. This story is about me and my cousins, Michael and Alan. The year is circa 1953. I was the finer athlete, Michael the superior student, and Alan was the tag-along. The setting is Kiamisha Village, New York. Allow me to tell you something about the village. It is only one city block long. It's the middle child on Route 42, between Monticello to the west and Fallsburg to the east. In its heyday, it was host to Goldie's Taxi Company, Irene's Luncheonette, a butcher, a barbershop, Hocker's ice cream parlor, and a drugstore run by an old man named Doc. The best way to describe Doc is to say he would feel at home in Grover's Corners. Every summer, until I was in my middle teens, my family, including uncles, aunts, cousins, and grandparents, rented postage stamp rooms without facilities on the second floor of an old farmhouse near the village. The chain-pull toilets were a short walk down a creaky hallway. About 30 feet in from the farmhouse entrance, against the back wall, rested a used, tired, and out-of-tune upright piano with cracked black and yellow keys. Two community kitchens were on the other side of this wall, each with 3 refrigerators whose shelves and freezers were shared 50-50 with other relatives. 5 flypaper rolls twisted down over each linoleum-covered dining table. When the flypaper was overwhelmed, dead flies fell onto the table. When live flies settled on the linoleum, instead of us, me and my cousins encircled them with our hands. Then, with the speed of light, we closed the trap. We weren't fast enough, so we decided to clap our hands above the table to catch them in midair. That was a no-win strategy. Flies and pigeons have a unique sense of danger that allows them to escape death by humans, commonly known in the species obituaries as DBH. From the edge of the homemade cracked cement swimming pool, my mind's eye snapped pictures of the world around me, the house, my relatives, and the little I could see of the lake through the forest of pine trees across the road. These images have not faded. Our place was a quarter of a mile from the luxurious Concord Resort Hotel, where my cousins and I spent many carefree afternoons. We found a path off our road, which led to an opening onto the hotel's softball field. We proceeded to use the hotel's facilities, the basketball and handball courts, the archery range. Our path passed behind the archery targets, and the Olympic-sized pool with a 10-foot-high diving board I jumped from. We crashed the children's cookies and milk hour. The waiters served us, no questions asked. When we were on the basketball court, a man in a cabana outfit came from the pool and asked to shoot a few. It was Sid Caesar. He had a wicked hook shot, but his free throw needed work. I would like your indulgence while I tell you about the gardener. He was a medium height with broad shoulders and a thick frame. Solid, some would say, with a back that was hunched over. He shuffled from flower bed to flower bed in his blue jean overalls and a wide-brimmed straw hat topside. I could not tell his age, but no youngster he should suffice. His success as a master gardener was evident. The path he trod was abloom with colorful red, blue, and yellow flowers, testimony to his skill and his kindness to Earth's children. Amidst this splendor were hedgerow cutouts with tables and chairs. It wasn't unusual to come upon the entertainers of the day playing cards: Milton Berle, Phil Silvers, and Buddy Hackett. The three of us huddled behind the nearest hedge to gain the courage to interrupt them for autographs. We lost our nerve. One weekend, Buster Crabbe, the original Flash Gordon of the movies, who was a 1932 Olympic swimming gold medal winner, put on an exhibition at the pool. After the show, he gave the three of us individual autographs. Keep in mind that we were from the tenements of Lower Manhattan. It was like Dorothy opening the door to Oz. Now, let's return to the softball field. It was a rare day when there were enough guests to make up two teams. The three of us sat on the aluminum bench until, to paraphrase Robert Frost, all we had to do was stay our stay and all our logic would fill their head. It wasn't long before we were invited to play. A batter hit a looping fly ball, a Texas leaguer, between me and the shortstop. The shortstop was an out-of-shape hotel guest, so let it sail over his head. I raced in from center to make the catch. What no one saw or could feel was the wind against my face, the joy of running at close to lift-off speed, and the brief but unforgettable experience of being isolated from the world as I concentrated on the task before me. I was a slow ball pitcher the day when Dolph Shays, the Syracuse Nationals basketball player, came to the plate. He liked how I pitched to him, shoulder high. Left field stretched to the edge of a slope that led up to the tennis courts. Shays hit the ball into the tennis courts. The next day, he asked me to pitch to him. I could tell you more about our summers at the farmhouse and our days at the Concord, but I think you get the idea. Postscript. My cousin Alan overdosed at the age of 45. Michael was nominated for Best Supporting Actor for his role in the film Barton Fink. He now lives in London without Oscar. Thank you.